New report from Zillow.com says that despite some positive signs in 2009, 21% of U.S. homeowners with mortgages currently owe more than their homes are worth. Patrick Newport, economist at IHS Global Insight, joining us right now from Lexington, Massachusetts. So, Patrick, that number sounds rather ominous, is it?
Well, it is pretty ominous. We know that foreclosures are at an all-time high, and they're likely to go higher because there's a lot in the pipeline. The big question right now is the question of strategic defaults. These are people who walk away from their homes because their homes are so deeply underwater, even though they could continue to make the payments. That number is that number potentially could be a huge number. The estimate that I've seen is that about almost 5 million homes are over 25% underwater. So if those numbers bunch up in 2010, we could see some huge foreclosure numbers. You know, I talked to Charlie Bobinski of Ariel Investments. We talked about this because he says we are seeing, though, some better numbers, certainly when it comes to the housing market. He talked about people walking away. I mean, that involves, though, essentially filing, what, for personal bankruptcy. I mean, there's a lot involved in doing that. There is a cost, but it's not really clear what the cost is. In some cases, it means you can't borrow for 2 or 3 years, but what you save in a lot of cases could be several tens of thousands of dollars, or in some cases, hundreds of thousands of dollars. I think the real reason that people haven't walked away in bigger numbers up to now is that social norms have kept them from doing so, but norms are changing, so we just don't have a really good handle on how these norms are changing and how many people are going to walk away from their homes because it just isn't worth it to them anymore.
Do you feel like housing has bottomed?
I think that 2010 is going to be a rough year. I think that housing starts are going to grow this year. New home sales are going to sag, but we're going to see foreclosures soar to record highs. So it's going to be a difficult year. I think housing won't really come back until the economy starts adding jobs, and really not until 2011 when we start seeing good, solid increases across the board in starts, sale, and in sales.
Patrick, got 20 seconds here. So when you say that to me sounds like that means it's going to be problematic for the economy this year as well, of course.
We're going to see more foreclosures. That's not good for the banking system, not good for the economy. We're going to see falling housing prices. So it's going to be a mixed bag. But the rest of the economy is getting back on track. All right. That's the good news.
All right. Good to know. Patrick, thank you so much. Our thanks to Patrick Newport over at IHS Global Insight.